limp dick executives at Amazon even give a fuck about the website? They give a fuck about one thing, and that's money. They don't care how they get it. They don't care about the longevity. They're gonna pump and dump this site until it's dead, and that's all they care about. That's what they're paid to care about. It's their job. And you're supposed to force streamers to run ads. Well, here's the funny thing about it, is that they're forcing streamers to run ads. Here's the easy way to solve that. You just make, so right now, if I run a 3 minutes of ads, I only get a half hour of ad-free viewing for my viewers. I know this because I do it at the end of every stream, and it tells me like how much time I have no ads. 3 minutes every 30 minutes. That's 10% of the time is a fucking ad.
He's so right. Even if they acknowledge this clip, they'd make this guy out to be a heel or something. No, he's right. He's absolutely correct. The problem right now is that Amazon is serving a fuckload of content basically not only for free, but basically at a loss, at a net loss, at a net negative. And they've been doing this for a while. Now, the reason why they did it originally is because they wanted to solidify what they properly saw was the next level of content creation on the internet, live streaming. So now you have a library of just basically fucking free content that you're not serving ads on, that thousands and thousands of people are watching. Yeah, this is true for all of what Amazon does. Amazon's entire business strategy is operating at a loss until they can monopolize the market and then change policies so they make loads of profit. They literally do this with everything, okay? So they're, of course, doing this with Twitch, and of course, they're doing this with live streaming as well. What they're trying to do now, what they always were going to do is start running ads, because like the platform would be massively profitable if they could actually get streamers to run the ads. They ask the streamers nicely to run the ads. It doesn't work. They're like, no, why the fuck would I run the ads? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that either. I don't want to fucking run the ads. Why would I want to run the ads? I don't want to, like, I'm getting nothing out of it overall. I don't know how much money I would make out of it, but regardless of how much money I would make out of it additionally a day if I ran ads, it still would just like harm poor viewers who don't have enough fucking money or don't have the wherewithal to know that they would run uBlock or AdBlock or any number of these like different ad blockers, which Amazon inevitably will get around. It's nothing compared to subs and donations, which is an immediate and direct way to help the streamer. But if they were to exclusively run on ads, then streamers wouldn't want to be on the platform because they wouldn't make as much money. So what are they going to do? They can either try to take more money off subscriptions, which it would harm their positioning in the top of the marketplace for live streaming, because another larger competitor like YouTube could be like, no, we give you a bigger chunk now. We'll fix our interface and we'll give bigger chunks of subscription monetization, subscription revenue to our streamers if you live stream. But they have to run ads. They have to run ads regardless, because that's how the company makes money. That's how the company will make money. They were always going to run ads, and they did this thing where they started pumping the ads that really hurts viewers that like go from one channel to another, and now you have to see ads nonstop. Wouldn't longevity mean more money long term? I don't get Asmon's argument. Asmon's argument is correct. He's saying that they're doing this in a careless way. He's saying that AdBlocker is doing this in an incredibly, not AdBlocker, Amazon's doing this in an incredibly careless way that will hurt viewers overall and will get viewers, it'll just decrease their platform experience and enjoyment on the platform. Like live stream ads are the next equation here, the next problem that they need to solve. I get it. I understand why they're trying to do it. I do.
Pervert.
It sucks that we as streamers are reminded once again that we don't have control over our own means of production, and like Twitch can ultimately make decisions on our behalf that could even harm the consumer experience in the long term that you might not want to subject them to. Is the income from sub and dono taxation not enough? No, for streamers, yes. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about Amazon's income, like Amazon's revenue. I don't think streamers are upset. Streamers literally make more money now that Twitch is pumping ads. We're upset because it f***s over the viewer experience. We will literally make more money probably as a consequence of this, because they're running ads on our product, ads that we did not want to run.
I think that Twitch needs to reevaluate the way that they look at doing ads, because doing ads the way that they've always done them on like esports presentations and stuff like that doesn't work with normal streamers, and they're expecting normal streamers to have massive ad densities and expecting them to run like multiple ads per hour. That's not good for a viewer. They want to copy cable TV? Yeah, great idea. Why don't you copy the thing that everybody is here because they don't watch? Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. People that are watching Twitch, people that are into that shit, they don't want to watch commercials. Nobody wants to watch commercials. It's not a good viewer experience. If the person that at the end of the day consumes the product, you are the consumer. If you are not happy, the business fails. That's all there is to it. It doesn't matter about the short-term money. It doesn't matter about, the profits. It doesn't matter about the margins. It doesn't matter about anything. If the end user is not happy, the business will fail.
I'm not gonna lie, I disagree. I think avoiding ads or tuning out ads on the internet is like literally what I agree with what he's saying. He is completely right with what he's saying as far as like the end user being consumers and like consumer experience is the most significant part. But I don't think that that users will find a way around watching ads. And there is also one other way that they can avoid giving a shit about the user experience. Do you guys know what that is? You live with it every day. You literally live with it every day of your life. Think about all the consumption that you engage in and what are the worst industries that you have to deal with? Oh my God, not a single one of you guys knew the answer. It's monopolies, man. Monopolies. That's how you get around caring about the consumer. When the product that you're serving is controlled by like two companies, then you can engage in price leadership, which is the legal way of doing price fixing. And you can do the exact same thing with like your limited opportunities or limited availabilities, slowly but surely decreasing the experience, the enjoyment that the viewer derives from a stream. Technically, it's a duopoly. Okay, oligopolies, dude. There you go. I'll even factor in like a third live streaming platform for the sake of this argument. I think the big part that a Twitch streamer union, like a streamer union, a big reason why it's really difficult to put together is simply because of how much motherfucking money Twitch streamers make. And so far, leading up to this point, how well Twitch has treated their top streamers. That's it. That's the reason. The only way to push back against that, the only way to push back against that is by putting together a streamer union. That's the most effective way that you would be able to push back against this and make demands, reasonable demands that would literally protect the consumers in this circumstance. And to the people who are saying millionaire union, I really wish that some of you are a little bit smarter about leftist politics and just the left in general. There is not enough reading being done, unfortunately, this community as well, because I shit on reading all the time. But like the most successful unions in this country are unions that literally have millionaires in them. It's the players, the NBA Players Union, the NFL Players Union, or Writers Guild, the Actors Guild, the Screen Actors Guild. Like, these are all unionized workers, technically. And they make millions of dollars. And it's fucking great that they make millions of dollars. They, in a lot of instances, provide irreplaceable labor. Those guys are actual fucking workers, and they've been able to successfully put stuff like this together. The difference is it's like pretty much impossible to do with like the top content creators on this platform. Like, there's no way that they would do it. Actors are workers. Yes, actors are literally workers, dude. God damn. Yo, you are a worker if you do labor and you get paid for that labor by a larger corporation or a larger company that owns your labor and can do whatever the fuck with it and can tell you to do something or tell you to do other things if they want to. Like, it doesn't matter if you make $100 million a year, you can still be a fucking worker that makes $100 million a year. Was stopping Twitch from departnering, banning everyone who unionizes? Well, one, it's illegal. It would be illegal, I'm pretty sure. And two, one, it would be potentially illegal, but they could find a way around it. And two, it just wouldn't happen because Twitch already treats their top content creators very well. That's just the truth. It would be impossible to get top content creators on board. They'd be like, why the fuck would I fuck up my bag when I'm killing it? This is like one of the few instances. This and like TOS is one of the few instances where you could get like big streamers to come to terms with the fact that like they actually are alienated from their labor, or they actually do not own their means of production. But ultimately, we are contractors on this platform. Top actors are arguably their own corporation, not workers. They choose their projects and negotiate projects from inception as shareholders. Yes, most top actors are technically corporations. Like, they are brands, even if the brand is a single person entity. But that still doesn't change the reality that Twitch could just, I mean, look at Dr. Disrespect. Twitch could literally just be like, nope, you're done. You're out. You're no longer allowed on our platform. Literally the face of Twitch until that happened. So you're wrong. Ultimately, they are still working and they are still workers for Twitch. Just because they make a lot of money does not change that reality. Just because they have some say on what happens on the platform doesn't change that reality. Ultimately, the power dynamic is there and there is no protection. Twitch needs to advertise Twitch for more. It's only $8 a month for no ads across all of Twitch. But that doesn't even make them that much money. Like, that doesn't make them that much money. I don't think. And it's not a product that they've been able to sell all that much, because it's a product that's competing with literally a free service that you can get on the internet, like Adblock.
Commie? Welcome, comrade. Capitalism sucks, huh? Yeah, I knew it. You know, it's like, what the f are you talking about? Like, this is the exact opposite of capitalism. This is corporatism.
Dude, it's so good. Capitalism is so powerful that even when you're directly criticizing the inherent contradictions within capitalism, that is the inherent contradiction between workers and owners and the different interests that they have, you're still looking for a way out. It's like when you say it's not capitalism, it's corporatism, you literally sound like Donald Trump saying, it's not me. I'm not the president right now. This is Joe Biden's America, actually. That's what that is. When people say it's not capitalism, it's corporatism, what they actually mean. And by the way, I don't even fault Asmongold. He is very woke on a lot of issues. I think he sees a lot of the problems that exist in our current organization of the economy and routinely criticizes it. The difference here is that he has also been blinded by the same nonsensical theories that people throw out there, saying like, no, real capitalism hasn't existed. It's like when people say no, true socialism or true communism has never existed. It's like, well, we've really never literally had a stateless, classless, moneyless, borderless society, but we certainly have a society in which the commodity production is pretty much done by the working class, that is subjected to the conditions that they're subjected to, as years and years and years of profits that they have generated for their owner class has been able to cultivate this divide and has been able to change every institution of legitimacy, even institutions that give you higher education, into legitimizing the system that we exist under. There are ways to push back against this, and socialists have historically been able to push back against this successfully, to some success. But ultimately, it's, you know, especially in America, it doesn't really exist.
This is people going and making decisions for money over the consumers. True capitalism is not that. I am saying what this is, actual fucking capitalism. If you don't make your people happy, they will fucking leave. That is the people have such a bad view of what capitalism is. Every single decision that people make for money is not a good decision just because it makes them money. Nobody seems to understand that anymore because they're fucking stupid and they're too caught up in trying to appear cool and appear rich. That's the reality. It's late stage capitalism. It's stupid stage capitalism. It doesn't matter what stage it's in.
It's just, okay. Again, this goes back to the inherent contradictions between workers and owners. Owners want workers to work as many hours as they possibly can for the least amount of money that they can possibly pay them. Workers want to work the least amount of hours that they possibly can and get paid the most amount of money that they can possibly get. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. But who ends up having all the power under our current economic organization? The owners. They can do whatever the fuck they do with what is known as profits. You, as a worker, generate those profits. Without you, there is no value. Without labor, without you, without workers, there is no value. It's just a This is just a website that is just empty. Okay? This is just a website that has servers. So I'll just use Twitch as an example. And throughout history, those who have taken all of the profits from your labor have been able to successfully design a system in which this the outcomes, the inevitable and awful outcomes of our current organization are pushed away or normalized and legitimized and justified, because there's no other alternative. There's no other way to organize the economy at the international level. There's no other way to organize the economy. All labor is ultimately replaceable. It doesn't matter. If you speak out, you'll get yeeted. And if you really speak out and if you really organize, you'll suffer the consequences. If you speak out, if you organize and actually achieve some modicum of success, we will do everything we can to cripple that in the long term. Stop making excuses for Asmongold. He's slightly smarter than your average chub, but he's primarily an anti-social justice idiot who constantly says misogynistic shit. I'm gonna ban you. Do you want to know why I'm gonna ban you? Even though you've been subbed for 2 months to me, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks off because you are overall worse off. Like, you do a disservice to everything I believe in and to everything that I want to accomplish than Asmongold ever could be. Asmongold, as a matter of fact, is infinitely more significant in de-radicalizing chuds than you ever will be, because of this sort of mentality. Even in a circumstance when he's so close to comprehending like what the problem is, you want to just like immediately be like, fuck you, I don't give a fuck that you're like almost arriving at the truth. Fuck you, you fucking misogynist, fuck you, you're anti-Hasanabi. Like, no, I don't care if you're a product of your social conditioning. Fuck you, I only care about canceling. Good job. Like, you're also wrong. Asmongold is pro-sex worker rights and has like literally spoken out routinely against misogyny on the platform. Yeah. Not only are you annoying and you literally harm the causes that you claim you care about, but you're also wrong. He has white fragility, certainly. I haven't really like looked into every single thing that Asmongold believes in, but beyond that, he's constantly learning and bettering himself. It's literally the best you could expect of someone, and even that's not enough. Why do we try so hard to become the cartoonish depiction that our enemies portray us as on the left? Like, what do you win when you come across this? Like, what do you win? Do you win a brownie? Do you get a cookie? Do other leftists look at you and go, well, that's the ultimate leftist here? No, you don't do shit. This mentality does not recognize the human condition. This mentality only makes us look horrible, and you will never be able to convince anyone. I believe in rehabilitation. Why the fuck would I do what I do if I didn't believe that people have the tendency to change, that people can change and learn from their past mistakes? Why the fuck would I sit here and try to argue these points if everyone was just born woke and some people were just born with a stupid brain and that's why they're racist and they'll never change?